because sometimes we're like, oh, I'm so tired of this thing, I'm tired, and people are like, then drop it now. Before someone starts calling me mommy, hey, even saying it is so weird. I wouldn't necessarily hear my daughter go. Let me just, earn an honest living, keep it moving. When Jesus comes, peace out, world. I want to thrive. I don't want to just survive. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Eniola, but you can call me Ennis. And if you're old, you're an OG, what's good, what's happening, how are you today? Before we get into this video, please subscribe, click the subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it, and give this video a thumbs up because it's gonna be an interesting one, trust me. Anyways, so this video is basically going to be a diary session. I'm going to be letting you guys in on some thoughts that I've had recently. All of it is not going to be pretty, to be honest, but I feel like we're guys, I feel like we're G's, and I can be honest about stuff with you. A few weeks ago was actually very rough for me. I've always been someone that dreamt a lot and imagined myself doing big things. I've always been a dreamer. I remember one time, like a few years ago, I was telling a friend about a plan or an idea I was thinking about. I think this was when I was going to start my YouTube channel, or something related to like content. And I was like really excited telling them about the idea, and this person was like, I mean, all forgiving, and now it even makes sense, right? But then the person was like, this girl, now what for you? You have plenty dreams. And in the moment, guys, I was actually pained. I didn't communicate that. Like it felt a bit like an insult. Like, this one, you don't even have a focus in life. You're just, jumping from one thing to the other. And honestly, that is not me. So I know better than to be offended by someone saying that. But yeah, in the moment, it was just like, maybe I should be calming down with these my ideas. And honestly, I've not even attempted anything crazy in my lifetime. I've owned a fashion business. I have started YouTube. I've created content on YouTube and Instagram. That's pretty much it. Like, nothing crazy. But yeah, I guess people are also kind of used to that traditional path, which is just going to school, starting a job, you know excuse me, getting married, having kids, buying a nice house, a nice car, and just living that, like, simple life, basically. That has never been me. I remember growing up, I always said that my house would have an ice cream machine and a swimming pool. Yeah. Anyways, few weeks ago, um, this dreamer stopped dreaming. Yeah. Yeah. So that simple life that I spoke about, of just a job and a family, and that is the end of one's life, that simple life started to look appealing to me. I was like, what's even the point? What's the point of wanting more? I started to ask myself questions like, why am I even doing YouTube? Like, what is the point of continuing to chase this dream and chase other dreams that I have? And it was a very tough place to be. This is not to even say there's anything wrong with wanting that simple life. It is nice, it is peaceful, right? I guess. But it is not me. I want more. I want to explore. I want to enjoy life. I want to thrive. I don't want to just survive. Ooh, did you guys hear that? I need to write that down somewhere. Eniola 2024. And for better context, I have been on YouTube for about 3 years. So yeah, I've been creating content for that long. And I had so many dreams, so many plans, so many goals. I actually have this big book that I write all of them down in. One sec, let me show you guys the book. Okay, it's literally by my bedside. So this huge book has like papers of notes that I've written, and just like a lot of things that I, plan to achieve in my career, in my life. And so I wrote down a lot of things that I hoped to achieve with my YouTube channel as well when I started. And each year I've updated it. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that every single one of those goals, not one did I meet. So yeah, I was just like, what is even the point? Like, let me just, earn an honest living and keep it moving. When Jesus comes, peace out, world. We are going. I'm going to meet my maker. And yeah, not stress myself, basically. The truth is, the life of a dreamer is not an easy one. And if you're a fellow dreamer, you can probably relate to it. You can relate to the struggles and the wanting to quit. Number of times I've said I'm quitting YouTube. Anyways, or considered quitting YouTube. I can't count. But I keep going because I genuinely love it. I genuinely enjoy creating content. And just even when I see like people's feedback on how or something encouraged them or they learned something from what I said, it's honestly the most rewarding feeling. It feels so good to, add value in some way. So yeah, if you are a fellow dreamer, you can relate to the struggle. And I'm just here to encourage you and encourage myself to keep going, keep dreaming. It's not too late for you to achieve your goals. Don't limit yourself to whatever timeline that you have set originally. Set another timeline, set a new one. Like every year I have a new, what do you call it, I have a new target that I give myself. If I didn't meet last year's target, okay, how can I adjust it to be a bit more realistic? Because sometimes we are not the most realistic with our goals, giving the other things going on in our lives, our careers, our jobs. So we need to factor those things into the goals and the plans that we are setting for ourselves. Imagine what life would be like if your dreams come true, if your plans actually happen, your vision board is fulfilled. It's too early to quit. Don't settle. Yeah, I think that's what the title of this video is going to be. Don't settle in any area of life, like not even just with your passions or with your career, even your relationships. Like, don't settle for less. In friendships, so all relationships, not just romantic, but friendships as well, right? um you deserve good things. Like, if nobody has told you, I'm here to tell you that you deserve good things. And also, let's work on ourselves as well to be good things to people and to be good things in people's lives. I've had to do a lot of self-work, and I'm still doing self-work because I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So yeah, what is that one thing that you've always wanted to try? That idea, that business, what is it, and why haven't you started it? I actually want you to respond. Like, answer me. Why haven't you started it? There's no time like now. Other people might be doing it, but they would not do it like you would do it, right? You are unique and you would bring something very different to it. Trust me. So yeah, take this as a sign to, start working towards that goal. Write down your plan of execution. How would you, approach it? One thing that helps me also take, I guess, leaps is prayer and actually talking to God about it, seeking God's face about it, and just asking him if this is something that he wants me to take on, if it's something that he feels like is a good idea. I wouldn't necessarily hear my daughter go or my daughter, yes, this is it, this is the idea, run with it. Like, but you would just feel a nudge, or things will just start falling in place. and you mention it to some people and they're like giving you ideas, giving you very solid advice that is kind of just bringing everything together. So definitely carrying God along goes a long way, because yeah, I strongly believe that it will set you up for success. Like, if God's hand is in something, you cannot fail. It's not possible. It might take time, it might be tough, it might be very challenging. Like, even on this journey, I know how many tears I've shed. So yeah, it might not be the easiest, but if it is something that you genuinely love and you are passionate about, and you feel like there's something in there for you, keep going. Like, it might feel like life is just tossing you around and everything is just bad boost, and nothing seems to be moving forward or getting better or growing. I dare you not to give up. Okay. Oh my god, now it seems like I'm threatening, but yeah, I dare you not to give up. I dare you to stand up, chase that dream, chase those dreams. Because when we're great in future, people will be like, "Oh, how did it happen so easy for you?" They will not see the battle scars. They will not see the wounds, the sleepless nights. The sacrifice that went into the results that they are seeing then, right? So now is the time. Keep pushing. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Like I said, this is a diary, a time of self-reflection. So yeah, this is also for me, and I might actually come back to this to just watch it and encourage myself. It's okay to get tired. It's okay to get frustrated. I feel like that is one thing people don't really say. Like, it's okay to get tired, because sometimes be like, "Oh, I'm so tired of this thing, I'm tired," and people are like, then drop it now. Gosh, number of times I've heard that when like one is frustrated. So it's okay to be tired and frustrated, but that doesn't mean you should quit. Like, that doesn't mean you should quit your dream or your project, right? Because it's tiring. It is okay for it to be tiring, but it doesn't stop it from being something that you're passionate about, if that makes sense. Imagine how much impact, positive impact, that your ideas can bring to your generation. See it going far, like how God told Abraham, literally, as far as your eyes will see is, the descendants I would give you. So your eyes need to see far, regardless of your current circumstances, right? I feel like that is very important. Just having a picture in your mind, praying with it as well. Another thing, yeah, don't be afraid to re-strategize. Don't be afraid to try something new, something different. Just because you started on one path doesn't mean that you know things cannot change, right? Because I find that as human beings, we are ever evolving. Something that you had interest in last year, you might not really have as much interest in it this year. And that's not to say, jump from one thing to the other, right? But just also give yourself that grace to try new things, especially if you're young. I mean, there's no age limit to try new things. I'm a firm believer of that, right? But I just feel like when you're young, you can take more risks because you have less responsibilities. You don't have a family that you are trying to take care of or feed, right? So in those seasons, take advantage of it is what I would say. And that's what I'm trying to do. Before someone starts calling me mommy, hey, even saying it is so weird. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I feel like I have been talking for a hot minute now. And I don't know if you guys like me that much to be listening to me for several minutes. But if you made it this far, you're a real one. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on everything I shared. Can you relate to anything I mentioned? And do you have any encouragement for people still on the journey of chasing their dreams, and things might not really look like what they had imagined just yet? So if you have any advice or encouragement, please feel free to drop it down below. Let's have a conversation about this. And yeah, cheers to thriving and not just surviving life. Yeah, I think I'll end on that note. Let me end on a deep note. Wait, before you go, subscribe. Subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're gonna have a lot more interesting conversations on this channel. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So please subscribe. Drop a comment down below. If you're a new subscriber, say hello. I would be more than happy to give you a special welcome to this family. Okay, bye. It's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap.